You probably didn't see that this today if you don't have social media, but okay, you know DaBaby, the rapper.
Yeah, I love him.
So he's got a baby with this R&B girl named Danileigh.
Love her. One of my faves.
And she has
pretty.
She has a brother named Brandon Bills. And
Okay.
so, can you pull up the clip by any chance if you want to just bring up the No Jumper Instagram? And so he's got a baby with her. He and her have, beefed publicly, and they've like got into it like on the timeline,
bummer, dude.
saying horrible shit about each other.
It.
And so her younger brother Brandon Bills, he said, basically, you're a bitch, you're a pussy. When you see me, let's fight. Come meet up with me to DaBaby.
Does he look like his sister?
Basically, like his brother to a certain extent,
Sure.
whatever. So last night they see each other at a fucking bowling alley.
Okay.
And DaBaby swings on him, and they end up. He ends up jumping him in the middle of a fucking
like with his
bowling
boys,
alley,
like
right?
with his boys, or is it just
yeah,
DaBaby?
yeah, it's definitely a jumping.
Is that baby right there? Just
To the
wow,
left
they
with
beat
the
the
big
shit
hoodie
out
on.
oh wow.
They're whooping his ass in the fucking bowling alley.
My thing is DaBaby. Your boys are whooping his ass.
Yeah.
Like, why would you rope it with your
He
boys?
did throw the first punch though.
But then
There's
your boys
another
all
angle.
jump in, like settle it, like
Yeah.
one-on-one, man, like old school shit.
Yeah.
And his boys just holding down, whooping his ass. Like that's kind of weak. And now it's definitely over, right? Like now.
But I also want to know, why does he have a blunt in his mouth? Like they were letting him smoke weed in the fucking bowling alley. Like I need to go to that bowling alley.
that has to be.
You get X out of it. Yeah.
Well, that's not good, dude.
Things have changed.
That's bitch shit, though, right?
You don't appreciate that?
No, but DaBaby would have walked up by himself and told his boys like film this, and then there was the confrontation one-on-one, dude. Settle it that way and hope you guys are friends afterwards.
Yeah.
And nobody really gets hurt. Might have a black eye or something, but nobody actually gets hurt. I'm cool with that.
It's kind of funny because it's like two different worlds, because I'm kind of looking at it from like a rapper perspective where I'm like, well, they didn't shoot him, so
oh wow,
this is
your
all
standards
good.
are different.
You know, like he didn't get shot,
didn't kill him.
He didn't get stabbed. He's still able to walk away. He got jumped. All right, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but from like a fighter perspective, it's
Bitch
definitely
shit.
like
Weak. Yeah,
What
like,
are you
you're
doing?
weak, dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
to me in this day and age.
I'm a fan of him though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dope. Awesome artist. But then also, down to fight somebody in a bowling alley. But the
With his
funniest part is how
boys.
they're all walking around like.
Oh, I know, like we
It's
got
so
him.
slippery.
Yeah, like we get.
No,
Yeah,
it's
with
slippery,
no
but
bowling shoes. Yeah,
they have
yeah.
to keep their feet on the fucking
like they're
ground.
penguins on ice.
I
yeah.
hope none of them had like the bowling shoes on.
Yeah, nothing was least gangster than that video.
Yeah.
They're trying to whip his ass and can't get their footing.
Yeah. I don't know, man. But do you feel like, what would it do to your reputation if you beat the shit out of somebody in the back of the Comedy Store? Does that happen?
No, never.
It never happens, right? Okay.
I haven't been in a fight in fucking since the UFC. It would never come to that. I'd rather, crush them with words. Like, because of course that's the first thing they're gonna think of. With me, I'm like, oh shit, that's not what I do. That's not what I represent.
Right.
I would never do that.
Nobody would ever be able to talk about anything else.
Yeah.
You would be the guy who beat somebody up in the back of a Comedy Store forever.
The Comedy Store would never let me perform again.
That's a fact.
Yeah. They'd be like, you're out, dude.
You ever seen anybody come close to blows there?
No, the only time I ever thought I'd have to dust off the old UFC skills is when Mark Maron was on stage. You know Mark Maron? He's a beast.
I would like to slap the shit out of him, yeah.
Yeah, so right now for sure. Yeah, I feel you. I was a fan of him forever. Monster comic.
I'm a fan of him too, but he's just a bitch.
Yeah,
Oh,
with this
God.
COVID stuff and the Rogan
yeah.
stuff, it's some soy boy stuff. But great comic. I respect him he's such a great comic. He's one of the Godfathers of podcasting. Great interviewer. He's a monster. So at the time, it's probably 4 years ago, he's on stage and there's hecklers. And Mark can deal with hecklers. And he lights these people up. But it's two pretty burly dudes from Australia. And they start talking shit to him. And Mark destroys them. The room's going nuts. And then Mark sits down and he's writing. He goes, fuck, dude. Now I gotta, after the show, my car, you know where my car's at? I gotta go out there. And the guy keeps talking shit to him. And I'm looking at the Comedy Store security and I'm like, oh, these guys aren't shit. If that guy goes on stage, I'm going to have to protect Mark. So I was just waiting there. And usually I do my set and I get the fuck out, go home because I get up early because of the kids. But I was like, I'm going to stay here and make sure Mark's good. But that was the only time I'm like, all right, if that guy goes on stage, I'm going to show my loyalty to Mark in the Comedy Store and take care of these hecklers.
Right.
That was the only time I was like, I might have to fucking do some shit tonight,
That would have been epic.
That'd been pretty cool. They shut up though.
That would be
Mark
weird
destroyed
given how things have gone. with Mark Maron.
I know, right?
It would just seem like you probably weren't the most likely person to be defending him.
I know. You know, I was at the Comedy Store the other night, and me and him had a great convo, man.
Right.
He's a good dude. You know, I don't take any of that stuff. Like the Rogan stuff, it's like clickbait stuff, and obviously he's on the left, and that it's like, all right, dude.
Right.
I don't think that represents Mark. You know, I don't fuck with it. If that's what you want to do, I don't fuck with it at all. But whatever, man, do your thing.
Yeah.
I don't hate him or anything like that. I like Maron.
I mean, I'm even kind of, I'm probably like more, I'm vaccinated. I'm probably like more pro people taking COVID seriously than like a lot of people watching this. I just like have seen stuff from Mark Maron that I felt was like too personal to Joe, too insulting, too petty, too just bitchy.
It's bitch shit.
It just made me lose respect.
I don't
for him.
subscribe to it. Yeah, me too. Same with Howard Stern. I grew up the biggest Howard Stern fan ever. And then now, like him sitting on his high tower and judging people and telling Rogan to do this, I'm like, bitch, you're lucky the mob didn't come from you. All the racist shit you have out there,
Bro,
like you're one to fucking.
He had full blackface,
Dropping
talking
N-bombs
in
nonstop.
a weird black accent clips.
It's nuts.
Why are we not talking about that?
And again, I don't subscribe to that where it's like,
True.
well, this guy said this on the right, so let's go after this guy on the left for saying this. Like, well, those are bitch moves too.
Right.
Like that's bitch shit, man. That's not what we want everybody to be able to talk. We don't want to cancel anybody, left or right, middle. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
So when you start going, well, let's cancel him because you guys are trying to do it. No, that's bitch moves, man. Just leave everybody alone. How about that?
All right, guys, we hit 50,000 subscribers. Our next goal is 100,000 subscribers, so make sure you click that button to subscribe. We appreciate y'all very, very much. Thank you.